Hi, welcome back to West Coast Geeks. I'm your host, Joaquin. How we doing, people? Today's video is how to lower players' expectations of the Magic Shop. So, in 5th edition, like, Magic Shops are supposed to be, like, everywhere, according to my player, Michael. And when he's looking for a magic item, he always goes, well, I'll just go to the magic store. And like it's a Walmart or something. And I have to go, Michael, there's no magic stores in every little village that there is. And even those places that do sell magic, it's really going to be limited. Like, you know, your occasional little potions of healing. Like, you're not going to be able to go buy stuff like potions of invisibility or other little things because the community at large just wouldn't tolerate that. That's why you have a black market. And so if your character joins a thieves guild and starts moving himself through the ranks, which can be part of the adventures to help your player character gain more clout in his guild, and then you can have more access to proper magical items, or at least get some information on magical items that you want to go steal. But in this group's case, there's a paladin, so there'll be none of that. Who's actually playing lawful good, which is going to be interesting to see. Alright, so got a little sidetracked with that, but this is what my groups were playing. We're playing Keep on the Borderland, and I'm using the 5th edition by Goodman's Games. And so I wanted to help new DMs sprinkle in magical items without feeling like, you know, they're giving the players too much, or in some cases just making it too easy. I mean, the whole point of adventuring is to go out and find magical items and acquire wealth so you can build better magical items. Not just go to the store like it's Walmart at 2 o'clock in the morning and be like, I need a wand of magic missiles. So, in the Keep on the Borderland, there are several different locations where you can buy magical items. And so I would highly recommend going through the Xanatar's Guide to Everything. Let's take a look at that. So on page 140, and you can see I marked it up there, they have a list of minor magical items that are common. Those should be in various stores, not the whole damn list, but in various stores that these are items that you look through the adventure or you look through your campaign and you're like, what item could help them if they, if they take it? And so these items, there should be no problem, especially the minor uncommon magical items. The rare uncommon magical items, especially for like 1st through 3rd, those are stuff that they should find in the adventure. Potion of gaseous form, a folding boat. And even though they may not use it right now, who knows down the line they might be able to use this, so it's a little cherry picking there. Also, too, I want to be doing a video on how to create unique magical items that are +1 swords that aren't boring. So I've already told them in my campaign that it's set in a Greek campaign setting, and so magical swords are not something you're just going to go buy at wherever. They're going to be found, and you can have them commissioned once they get high enough level. Right now, they just turned 3rd, and they're starting to gain some XP. Each weapon's going to have a name, it's going to have a purpose, and it's going to have a little bit of history behind it. Not just, it's a +1 sword. Yeah, the player characters aren't impressed with that, but if you give it a name, and you give it some little bit of history of what it was made for, and you just give it other abilities, minor abilities, because it is a +1 sword. Maybe it detects gems, or maybe it finds secret doors, and maybe it could be called like Whisper, something where it, like if it was, we'll just go with a short sword named Whisper. And the reason why it's called Whisper is because two times per long rest, you can cast like silence, and so they won't hear you as you're walking along, So, you know, you can just get creative. And I made a little list for some of the unique potions and scrolls that they're going to be able to find at the keep. So let's just take a look at that. But real quick, other places you can look are the Dungeon Master's Guide. Well, this is if you don't have this, if you don't have Xanatar's Guide to everything, just look through the Dungeon Master's Guide and look at all the common magical items. You can put an occasional rare potion in there, but when we're talking like first or third level, just, you know, a little bit, because they're not sorry, they're not going to have that much gold to really be able to spend 500 to 1,000 for like rare magical items, and they're all going to have to pull their resources for one item. So you want to kind of have like stuff spread out so each person can find their own thing. So I have created my own little list, and we're going to talk about this other book. Alright, we're back, and I just recently did a review on the Game Master's book of whatever the topic is, but right now this one I just picked up at Target, as you can see, and the Astonishing Random Tables. Like all these books, there are going to be some parts that you just don't need unless you're like a brand new Dungeon Master. And then the majority of these tips in here or these encounters are going to, you know, should find a home eventually in your campaign or an adventure that you're using. So there is this one section where they give you miscellaneous magical items, and they have a table for scrolls, which I find useful because sometimes if you just want to add a random scroll, you can just roll dice, look at charts, and see what they find, because not every scroll that they find could be useful, but they could take that and barter it or sell it and use that to buy whatever they want. Also, this is a good opportunity for you to create your own unique potions. So this group is going to be able to have access to these potions, and these potions are like specialty potions, so they're going to cost 250, and that's 1,000 gold pieces, or yeah, 1,000 gold pieces for these 4, and the effects last an hour. And so it'll give you a chance to be descriptive. And so I looked at some of the potions there, and I cherry-picked a few, and then other ones I just made completely from scratch. But here we go. Green liquid with snake fangs in it. This is one I kind of altered a little bit because I did like it. Gain temporary HP, 2d8 plus 2 temporary HP for 8 hours. So you're thinking like, that's cool. But it's temporary, so the moment after that, after they get into combat and lose it, I didn't want them to use it and then it's only for like a minute or 2, and then what if they don't really get hit that much and then it's gone. And while you have the temporary HP resistance, you have resistance to poison. So as long as you have your temporary hit points, your resistance to poison. I haven't come up with the names of them yet, so I'll probably have that, so when they look at the potion, there'll be a name and a price tag, and then I'll describe it. It'll be like green liquid with snake fangs. And so they'll be like, well, what's that do? And then she'll tell them. Golden brown, that's the description of the liquid. And then it has armadillo scales that you can see, like, you know, floating through. And so this one gives you +2 AC for 1 hour and advantage on con saves. And I forgot to write on there that if you're not wearing any armor. So if you could wear a shield, but if you're wearing any armor, you don't gain this effect. Basically, it's just hardening up your skin. So that's good because there's a lot of spellcasters in the group, and so this could be helping them improve upon their AC. The next one is an emerald green description for the liquid, and emerald green leaves in a sparkling spring water. So it's really clear, and these like these leaves I'm going to describe as like swirling around, going down, then coming back up. And so if they drink this potion for 1 hour, they get to speak with plant spell. And so you can get really creative with speak with plant spell. As a druid or the ranger, when I got the spell, I'd use it all the time. I'd talk to plants on trails and be like, so what's been through here lately? And while they can't be like, it's a bugbear, they'll be like large creature or many small creatures. And then as a ranger, I would be like looking for that the tracks. I'd be like, oh, okay. And then I'd be able to determine what's been through here. And so, you know, Speak with Plants can also help you like with like landmarks and other little things. A druid could even leave a message with them if your DM allowed it. And if you kept it like a short little word or some kind of symbol or something, you know, you can play with it, people. You know where I'm going. Somebody's going to do something creative with it. That's why I put it in there. I have a couple of really good creative players. I'll just give a shout out to Eric and Greg. They're always amazing me, these two, and especially Greg. He comes up with some really creative ideas. So I'm hoping he takes this potion and I'll see what he does with it. And then the last one is, which I think I'm just going to call Bear Heart. But it's going to be like this yellow liquid. And then in there are going to be like little chunks of like meat. And that's actually the pieces of Bear Heart. So it does +2 damage for 1 hour, and you're immune to being knocked prone. So this is really good for a fighter type. And these are the potions they can select. If they have the resources, which I think if they pull everything together at this point, they might be able to get all 4, but there are other things. So these are the first level and second level spell scrolls that I kind of mixed in there so they have an opportunity to buy. Because these are... Usually you don't want to include like too many damage spells because they're usually going to take that. You're looking for like utility spells to help them. And while the first one, Sleep, great spell, but you know, not everybody takes it at first level. And if they do, you know, they don't want that to be their one shot. They'd rather do something cool. Mage Hand's another one, just to have that scroll. Alarm, Tensor's Floating Disc, and then for like clerics, Cure Wounds, Bless, and then the second level, Knock, Mirror Image, Lesser Restoration, and Aid. So these are the scrolls that are going to be available to them, and they've actually succeeded in a mission on behalf of the Keep where they attacked the bandits' hideout. And they're bringing back some of the goods, and now the Keep knows where it's going to be at, where it's at. And it's cleared out. They didn't get a reward for capturing the bandit Raven, who transformed into a werewolf and ran away. Well, transformed into a werewolf, did some damage, and then ran away. So that's it, you know. This is a little quick little update. So if I have like these like little unique situations where I think I could share and help young DMs or even, you know, veteran DMs like myself, just help you be creative. That's what I'm going to be doing while I'm playing through the Keep on the Borderland, which I reskinned to be the Lost Catacombs because I've had 2 players actually play through it and the other 2 haven't played through it. So I'm going to make some changes with some map. Already the Caves of Chaos has been moved off the map, and it's like 2, maybe 3 days away. They found a map claiming to show the location of it, and they don't know why it's called the Lost Catacombs. So there's a lot of things I'm working with, and they don't even have to explore it. That's the cool thing about the Keeps on the Borderland. So I'm looking at the time, and I like to keep these videos somewhat short, but we're already past short because it's 10 minutes. So if you made it this far, I appreciate it. Leave a comment below. Would love to hear from you. Hit the like button. Helps the channel grow. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you're enjoying this video. You can check the playlist to see other things. And I hope you guys are having a great new year. All right, people. Catch you later.